Hello everyone, Storm11 here. Today we are going to be live streaming this evening, or this late afternoon. We got regional tour outbreak in progress. Trying to get things set up real quick here. Like get chat pulled up on my phone and notify people on Twitter that I am live. It's been a while since I've been live streaming. Let me get on here. Get this done real fast. Alright, so we got that pulled up. Just give me 1 second. How's everybody's day been going so far? There we go. Alright, so my Twitter followers know. So let's go ahead and get started what's going on here. So we got a lot of tornado warned storms right now. We got, man, things added up. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tornado warnings out there. Holy cow. Things are starting to add up. So let's kind of we'll go from south to north. We already had multiple tornadoes earlier today. But let's kind of look at some of these areas in here. Don't see an area circulation here, but there is a tornado warning for Clinton, Illinois. See what's going on here. We might have to go a little higher up to see it. Let me see if this is confirmed. No. Radar indicated rotation. Okay, let's go up a little further up north here. And some of these tornado warnings might be old. Yeah, that's expires in 5 minutes. Here's an area of circulation just to the southeast of Campus, Illinois, right in here, or that is just west of Canberry, Illinois. It looks like this is going to be a rain-wrapped circulation here, and if we take a look at the corrosion coefficient, see if any possible debris. Wow, debris is getting alofted up into in the air. It doesn't look like it, which is good news. So it's just an area of circulation for right now. No tornado warning on that storm currently. Let's go a little further up to the northeast. Here's another tornado warning. This is at, cannot see what that says, but it is just to the southwest of Peotone, Illinois. And you can see your circulation over what that town name is there. That icon there is blocking a couple of letters there. And it's actually got a well-defined hook with this storm here. So you got your hook echo right here. So that's a pretty well-defined supercell right there. And then as we move up into parts of Michigan where things are getting pretty active has been pretty active for the past hour, we got this pretty large squall line of storms moving to the east here. Looks like we do have a tornado warning for the northern side of Lansing, Michigan here. We got another tornado warning just to the southwest of Lansing. There's a severe thunderstorm warning for the southwestern part of Lansing as well, of the metro. So there's a lot of stuff going on up here. Let's check out the velocity, see what we got here. And we got a circulation right here, just north of Olivet, Michigan. Welcome, Vale, to the stream. Yeah, you can ask me a question. Uh, we got another circulation back in Battle Creek here. That might get tornado warned soon. We got another circulation back there just to the south of Climax. Possibly another circulation just southwest of that. Got a new, there's a tornado warning for Three Rivers, Indiana. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. If we go to the northern side of his bow echo, we got a circulation there, which has this same part of storm has produced multiple tornadoes. We had 2 tornadoes so far. I think we have a third one ongoing here. If we check out the correlation coefficient, and it looks like there is some debris fallout for the first couple tornadoes. Is there a tornado warning? We actually got multiple tornado warnings in Michigan. We got one in northern Indiana, and we got multiple in Illinois right now. I have a family in Michigan. I'm scared for them. If they live on the eastern side of the state, I think they'll be okay, at least for the time being. We'll see if these storms do weaken as they move to the east, but right now they're in a pretty favorable environment here for damaging winds and some isolated tornadoes as well. And if we move our radar back into northern Indiana, see what we got up here, or down here, I should say. So let's take a look at velocity here. So you got possibly a circulation just to the east of Paladin there, possibly circulation by Fabulous. Circulation may try to pop up just to the west of Medon. And doesn't look like there's anything else. Might need to watch that area north of Edwardsburg. There's been multiple tornado warnings up in northern Indiana as well. We actually have a couple of tornado warnings for South Bend earlier. South Bend, Indiana. And then my live stream literally just end. I don't know why this happens every single time, man. Oh, there we go. Never mind. We're still good. Wait, what is going on here? Maybe my internet's going out. I'm not sure. Yes. Bad internet. Of course we do. Will Lake Odessa get hit? Oh. Lake Odessa. Speaking, Lake Odessa had a very close call earlier. We'll just say that. Lake Odessa right here, there was a tornado west of Lake Odessa, and then second tornado developed north of Lake Odessa. I know what you're talking about. Unfortunately, the first one was not even tornado warned at all. It lasted for like 5 miles. It developed in Freeport, and it ended right here. Then a new tornado formed up just to the north there. That finally got tornado warned. That might die out somewhere here, just west of Portland. Then a new tornado formed after that. So Lake Odessa did had a couple tornadoes earlier, but did not hit the city or the town. Mainly hit the rural areas. They live south of Lake Odessa. Well, they got pretty lucky there. It was only the west and northern end of Lake Odessa that got hit by 2 different tornadoes. The west side got hit by, well, just to the west, got hit by the first tornado, then the second tornado was north of Lake Odessa. So nothing happened south of Lake Odessa, maybe some damaging straight line winds at that time. But other than that, Lake Odessa, for anybody who lives there, the threat is over. This main line of storms has moved to the east. Let's actually focus on some of these other storms here. Still got that circulation to the northwest of West. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. I'm not going to even try. Or we could just say southeast of Lyons, Michigan here. Then we got this circulation that is tornado warned just to the northeast of Olivet. Let's check out and see if there's any debris getting lofted or anything like that. If we look to the, oh, we might actually have a tornado here. That is a debris signature possibly. Let's go for the loop and check and see. Possibly. That could be a tornado debris signature. Yeah, I think that is a debris signature. You got a well-defined hook echo right here, so if a tornado is going to be happening, it's going to be right in here. families in your basement, well, they are safe now. The worst has passed. The worst has passed. Let's go back down in Illinois. It looks like a couple tornado warnings did expire. We still got 3 ongoing here, but they've been getting multiple tornado warnings for the past several hours. I want to check on the SPC Messiska analysis, see what the environment's looking like out there. But let's kind of look through these other tornado warnings first before we do so. I still don't see a circulation by Clinton. May have to go a little further up here. So on tilt 3, there we go. Found it. Right there. Just had to go up to tilt 3. So that means with the Doppler radar, you're able to go up a little higher up into the atmosphere. You can see your radar is like right here. And with tilt 1 and 2, it is way too low to get into that circulation. But let's go back down to tilt 1. Tilt 1, and you don't see it right there. That's the lowest you could get on that radar. So let's go a little further up to the northeast here, up along this line. And also to keep in mind that we do have a large flash flood warning. Actually, I got a couple of them for these line of storms where they're moving pretty slow. Moving to the east. So some of these places might actually have, well, I actually haven't heard of rainfall reports, but some of these places been getting heavy rain for the last several hours. And that's going to lead to some flash flooding, which is not good. So let's check out these 2 other tornado warnings here. Don't see a circulation here. Let me play it to see if there was one there. Oh yeah, there was a circulation there. And wow, it died out just like that. So they might cancel that, but we'll see if it gets reorganized. We got another circulation by Piotone. Not really organized or a tight circulation, but it is broad. It is a broad circulation here. Yeah, I can let you know if a tornado's gonna be happening, but all I could say is that the worst has passed. That's all I can really tell you. As of right now, but there might be another risk for severe storms tomorrow, as this is a stationary boundary where these storms are forming along. We also do have a flash flood warning for pretty much all of Chicago here, exception for areas pretty far up north. But pretty much the downtown Chicago south, you guys are under a flash flood warning. You guys are experiencing some flash flooding problems, which make it worse over time here because there is still showers of thunderstorms continuing over Chicago right now. And that's not good at all. Areas around the South Bend area, you guys might be getting a break, but there is a large area where there's not much of shower thunderstorm action. So what's probably going to happen here is that the atmosphere may try to recharge, and that means those instability numbers will start to go up, and we'll see if those storms will be able to continue or new storms form just out ahead of it. But here's a look at South Bend, Indiana. Let's check out to see if there's any circulations here. Not what I could see for right now. Maybe one may try to get going there, but we'll see how that goes on for the next several hours. Let's move up into Michigan where most of the action is right now. And we're going to have to watch this right here. Battle Creek, you guys are currently experiencing a severe storm. Yeah, definitely got to watch up here. This is what a similar scenario where it produced possibly 2 strong tornadoes by, what's that town? Lake Odessa, Michigan. Similar setup here where we had a pretty good inflow winds and then get outflow winds. And somewhere in this zone in here, we may try to get a circulation to pop up. So anybody that's like in Bellevue and then eventually Olivet, definitely need to watch this area of the storm right here, see if the circulation will pop up. Just to the northeast, we do have a strong circulation north of Brookfield or just to the southeast of Charlotte. That's going to continue to move to the northeast towards Diamonddale, and eventually, possibly, if it holds itself together, or if it can get just out ahead of the squall line here, it may try to affect parts of Lansing. But it is going to be interesting to see how things go as this supercell gets pretty much get eaten away by this squall line here. And a new severe thunderstorm warning just popped up. So this includes most of Lansing here. So moving east at 35 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts with these line of storms. And you can see there's a pretty good Boeing segment right here. I'm surprised there's not a severe thunderstorm warning up here. Although the National Service at, at Grand Rapids is having a rough time issuing warnings today. It's been kind of ridiculous, to be honest. If you guys have not been watching on Twitter, weather Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. But gotta watch this northern end here. If a QLCS tornado is going to form on this line, what has a better opportunity? Probably somewhere around the Fowler area, and eventually towards St. John's, maybe Duplain as well. It's right now over Fowler, but it's not really getting its act together. It might be dying off. I believe as that same area circulation there, or that same area storm has produced 3 tornadoes, which one of them might have been strong. It had a very impressive uh, tornado debris signature on radar. What part of Michigan is getting hit the worst? Pretty much the central part, the south central part of Michigan is getting hit the worst right now. Uh, if I can have interstate and highway names, I'll be able to tell you guys that in a little bit more detail. But I believe this is an interstate right here, but I do not know the name of the interstate that runs right through here from Detroit to Grand Rapids. But pretty much anybody in Grand Rapids, you guys are past the worst of the weather. The worst of the weather is to your east at this time. Oh wow, look what's popping up down here, just to the south. That's gonna have to be tornado warning in a little bit. Got strong circulation just to the west of Athens, Michigan. Let's take a look to some other products. Looks like could be a rain-wrapped circulation. Let's take a look to the correlation coefficient. There's not a drop, which is good. But there is a pretty good circulation right there. And yeah, definitely gotta watch this area in here. We had that similar scenario to the Lake Odessa tornadoes. Gotta watch for that. And then you got this strongest circulation right now by Charlotte, Michigan right now. That'd be moving to the northeast. And let's move back into Illinois, which we do have a new tornado warning I see. That I see right here. Still got decent circulation on that storm. There's no circulation on that storm right now. They may just let it expire on that tornado warning. Let's get on a different view here. This is hard to tell. Let's see if I could get on different tilts here. And not really seeing it. They might be talking about right here. If that's the case, that's pretty broad. So let's check out if this with this tornado warning here. So it's only radar indicated rotation. So this is for southeastern Livingston County and central Ford County in Illinois for that tornado warning. So we move a little further to the southwest. Then we get to this tornado warning east of Lincoln, Illinois. We have to get on different tilts here to get the visual of that circulation. Might have dissipated. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, you see the track of the circulation. Looks like the remains of the circulation is right up here. Pretty disorganized, but it's still an area of rotation either way. It's not a tight circulation. It's a pretty broad circulation there. Looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning right in here. Ooh, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Radar indicated. So this is for southeastern Livingston County, Ford County, and northwestern, uh, excuse me, Iroquois. That's definitely not how you pronounce it. County in east central Illinois. So that's for 70-mile-per-hour winds. That's probably for this section right here east of Bloomington. This same radar, just 300 feet above on that part of the storm, uh, excuse me, was showing close to 70-mile-per-hour winds. Oh wait, it's not. Oh, it might be this Boeing segment right here. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty Boeing segment right there. That's probably what it's for. It's right there. So this part of the storm, that's what's severe. And it's moving something like this right here. And then you got this little storm right here. And there's actually new storms forming out ahead of this line here. I gotta watch for these cells right here over the next several hours. See if they do anything. No problem though. It's what I do on here on YouTube. And even on Twitter as well. Which I forgot to post the link in the description to the link on my Twitter. Alright, so this is what's going on up in Michigan right now. Looks like that circulation bipolar, bipolar has dissipated for the most part. If it's still there, it's very broad. Looks like things have started to calm down at least a little bit. You got something happening here. You might have two mesocyclones, one here and another one here. Might be a cyclic supercell, which what that means is a supercell that can have multiple mesocyclones that could produce multiple tornadoes in one storm. Which in this case looks like we may have two different circulations here, which is going to be very interesting. These circulations will likely be battling out with each other, so it'll be interesting to watch and see what happens next. Gotta watch for this area in here, and probably right here as well, northeast of Battle Creek. And might need to watch these areas right in here as well. Let's move down into parts of northern Indiana, see what's going on here. Let's look onto reflectivity. Oh wow. Talk about a mean looking storm over Elkhart, Indiana. You got a hook echo probably trying to form right there. And as we look to velocity here, looks like there's a little bit of a broad circulation just to the southwest of Elkhart. We gotta watch for that storm. Alright, let's look into, looks like there's no other new tornado warnings right now. Wait. Never mind. We got a brand new tornado warning. This is a large one too. Yeah, like I was saying with those circulations, those two there, it's just got tornado warning. So you got this one here and this one here. See if it's confirmed or anything. So radar indicated. So this is for Calhoun County in southeastern Calmo. Let me try that again. Kalamazoo County in Michigan. And there's just radar indicator rotation. We actually got two different circulations. You got one south of Battle Creek and another one northwest of Athens. And then we got this circulation very broad just south of Calmo. And then we got maybe a cyclic supercell south of Potterville. Alright, let's look into the SPC mesoscale analysis. What this is what the environment looks like right now. We'll look into a couple of those ingredients, see what's going on. So we'll move up here. These are all old. So let's check out the surface-based cape here. So as of right now, this is what we got going on. So by the looks of it, we got pretty good amount of cape out ahead of these storms. Pretty much 2 times more than what you would need for severe weather. So all you really need is 1,000 joules per kilogram of cape. Well, we got places got 2,500. That's favorable for some severe weather. So the areas I would watch right now for any tornado threat or anything like that. Let me get a good color. Uh, we'll do yellow. We'll see if it looks good. Hopefully it does. Nope. We'll just do pink. So I'll watch these areas right in here for any potential severe weather threat right now. These will be the areas to watch. Now, areas that probably have the better potential will probably be these storms right here. Let me get a different color again. So these storms right here and these storms right here will definitely be the storms to watch here over the next couple of hours. Here, let's check out some of the other ingredients here. So I'm going to highlight the areas where we have 2,000 joules per kilogram of cape. And we can kind of add these layers here together. We'll kind of cut off right there. So that's 2,000 joules per kilogram right there. So let's look at the wind shear values. Yeah, these storms are actually going away from the main bulk of wind shear. But really, probably still the better opportunity for a tornado in Illinois and Indiana will probably be like in these areas right in here, within that 25 knot range, right in here. But there's plenty of wind shear up in south central Michigan, so we've got to watch for those storms. That's where we have multiple circulations up there right now. And I will watch these storms up here that is getting close to Chicago. Those storms are heading up to a little bit better environment where there is more wind shear to work with as well. So let me back that off. And then we'll take a look to the supercell composite and see what's going on. And there's a pretty favorable environment here for supercells, of course. And we'll take a look to those significant tornado parameters. And really, above a 1, you got tornado threat. And we do have places where there is a 1. You got 1 right here in south central, or pretty much east central Illinois. And then you got another 1 up here into parts of central Michigan here. But I would cut about half of that. Probably just right here. Probably be the areas to watch that may have the better chance for some more tornadoes later on for the rest of the day. Let's see if there's anything else that we want to look at. Downdraft gate. Yeah, these storms are heading to a better environment here for damaging winds. Low level lap rates has been a limiting factor a little bit for some of these storms. But there's been a couple other things where they do not really need that low of a lap rates. Let's see. Storm rate to Felicity. Really, a number above 150 will be favorable. And it looks like the only guy goes 100 to 200 ratio here, or value. You can see here where we have those multiple tornado warned storms. They're within that 200 storm rate to Felicity. There's also a pretty small 200 right here, but I'm sure outside of that will still be favorable for some tornadoes as well. So pretty much the areas I will watch for the tornado threat will be right here and also right here. So basically, east central Illinois and far northeastern Indiana and south central Michigan would be the areas to watch here, which they'll have the better opportunity to produce more tornadoes for the rest of the day, which it is 5:30 Eastern time. So there's still plenty of hours to go with these storms. But it looks like the limiting factor as they continue to move eastward is the lack of wind shear, which is good news right there. All right, let's go back to radar here, see what we got going on. All right, we got a new tornado warning, and this is actually for the southeastern part of Lansing. Oh, confirmed tornado. So this is for northern Ingham County and south central Michigan. So a confirmed tornado was located just north of Eaton Rapids, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. That's a decently moving tornado, 35 miles per hour. That's not slow for a tornado. That's at a pretty decent speed. Well, if that's the case, do we have a debris signature on this thing? Doesn't really look like it. Wait, we're on tilt 3. Let's go into low levels. Wait a minute. Okay, it's still the same thing, but should change the velocity. Yeah, we got circulation there. Radar confirmed tornado. Doesn't really show a strong circulation. Might had earlier, but it's still a confirmed tornado either way. So it looks like we have a tornado on the ground just south of Diamonddale, Michigan. And we gotta watch this area right here. Then we got these two circulations. You got one southeast of Battle Creek, and then you got this one north of Athens. Those will be definitely be the ones to watch. Let's check out to see the correlation coefficient on these two circulations, and there is no debris getting lofted, which is good. That is good. Let's go back into Illinois, see what we got going on back here. Looks like we do have a tornado warning uh, just to the southwest of Gary, Illinois here. So this is getting into a highly populated area. So this is making it a little bit concerning here. Yeah, there is a pretty decent circulation right here. Looks to be south of Sauk Village or just to the west of Willowbrook, moving to the northeast. That's heading right towards Gary, um, Illinois. And that's a pretty populated area, so that's not good for where that's headed. Let's move a little further to the southwest here. Let's move to this tornado warning up here. Still a pretty broad circulation here. With these cells developing out ahead of these storms, this is going to help calm down these storms out here. So that's going to help a little bit, but it's not going to help the factor there's going to be an increased flash flooding threat, because when these storms get going, some of these people kind of live further up north in between the storms, could be in stormy weather for a while. So there's kind of a good side and there's kind of a bad side to those storms. Doesn't look like we have any other circulations to the south. So pretty much the primary focus for right now is the tornado warning by Gary and a couple other circulations in south central uh, Michigan. If you guys do have any questions, you can always put in the chat. I'll answer your guys' questions. We'll see if any debris is getting lofted by this circulation. I don't think so. Could be. That might just be glitches on the radar. That could be what that is. I don't think it's, yeah, that's not a TDS, tornado debris signature. It's not one. Let's go back up into Michigan and see what we got going on. And these circulations are starting to tighten up. Oh yeah, we are definitely getting a couple tight circulations here. We got one east of Battle Creek starting to tighten up. We also, the one to the north of Athens is also starting to tighten up. So a tornado could drop in those circulations at any moment, probably, as of right now. A couple tornadoes could be developing right now. Just not good. Correlation coefficient still doesn't show a drop, so there's no debris getting lofted currently. Lansing is getting pounded by thunderstorms right now. Oh no, that circulation's starting to tighten up a little bit. This circulation may try to tighten up a little bit. We gotta watch for that one as well. That has a straight shot towards. Well, actually, that might be heading east. No, it is heading northeast as well. So Lansing, not only you got this one to watch, but you also got this one to watch as well. This one here is not tornado warned. It's still a pretty broad circulation, but it's still a circulation either way that needs to be monitored. But this storm out here might be helping keeping the circulation down a little bit. These circulations are probably fighting each other with the environment that they currently have as of right now. Looks like we're getting some couple flooding reports in Lansing. It's not surprising. These storms are producing a lot of rain in a short period of time. Let's check out and see what models show for the rest of the day. High-risk NAM has done the best, I think, so far. Haven't really paid attention too much to the herd today. But from what I've seen, I think the high-risk NAM has done, maybe not. Okay, maybe not on this run. Let's check out the HER. It updates every hour. Okay, it has a little bit more realistic picture of what could happen here. It does show that there might be another round of storms coming for southern Michigan later on. I think that can happen here with these storms out here as northern Indiana, with the environment starting to recharge. I think there could be another round of severe weather for northern Indiana later today. I think that's pretty doable. But let's see how much. One of the biggest stories right now is actually the rainfall. Of how much rain these storms are producing is pretty ridiculous. And this is only for the next 18 hours, and we got some places like almost 4 inches of rain. That is a lot of rain in a short period of time. With those precipitable water numbers, very high for this time of year, it's definitely pretty impressive, to say the least. We got nobody watching the stream currently, but we're still going to continue on since we still got rotating storms to watch. Looks like we got a new tornado warning back in Illinois. Check out this one. Radar indicate rotation. So this is for northwestern Kankakee County in Illinois. Now we're seeing, well, maybe a little circulation trying to pop up to the east of Charlotte, Illinois. Looks like this circulation is starting to die down, which is good news. We do not want this circulation tying up as it gets to a highly populated area. I don't think these storms won't last too much longer with these storms forming out ahead of it, but also these storms may have a pretty decent advantage. I think this is all formed by a mesoscale convective vortex. Hello, Renzo. Welcome to the stream. This is not good. Yeah, it's not good. It's been worse earlier, unfortunately. It's been worse. Let me tell you that. So we got tornado warnings for Lansing right now. Oh yeah, that circulation Oh wow, we got a lot of stuff going on now. Like I was saying, with that circulation by Charlotte, which is a new tornado warning, which is good. I'm telling you guys, you gotta watch for these QLCS circulations, man. They form real quick. They are a little bit sneaky, and these good news is these things are short-lived. I guarantee a tornado is going to try to develop at Charlotte. I guarantee you, it's probably going to be short-lived there as well. And then you got this circulation also tying up by just to the northwest of Burlington, which is heading towards Marshall, and Marengo as of right now. So these circulations are starting to tighten up in Michigan, especially this one right here. This is not good. This is over a densely populated area just to the south of Lansing. So this is pretty close to Holt. That's not a good sign when you have a circulation that's starting to tighten up at a populated area. It's not good. Let's check out the correlation coefficient on these circulations, and I do not see any. But a tornado is imminent on pretty much any of these circulations. A tornado is imminent right now. Looks like the circulation northwest of Marshall, it's starting to calm down, becoming a little bit more broad. But the one to the southwest, there's a pretty strong circulation, a pretty tight couplet there. Probably the next couple of scans on the correlation coefficient, we're probably going to see maybe a couple debris signatures, but that may happen, may not. We'll see. Let's go back into Illinois and Northwest Indiana. See what we got going on here. Uh, don't really see much of anything right now. Let's go to a little higher up. Yeah, there's still a decent circulation right here on Tilt 2. It's a little higher up. And they just made the tornado warning much smaller. So now this is only includes uh, Dyer and Scarraville. Definitely not how you pronounce that. That's definitely not how you pronounce it. And then you got this tornado warning back here, which I honestly do not see a circulation on it. I really don't. I really don't. It might have to do something with this very broad circulation, but in my opinion, that's too broad to issue a tornado warning. But rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather have them issue tornado warnings for broad circulations than tornado debris signatures that are not tornado warning, which unfortunately we've seen that multiple times today in Michigan. Oh yeah, things are starting to get pretty real up here. Yeah, that's becoming tight over Holt. So I'll say a tornado's developing right there right now. Tornado might get ready to develop over Charlotte, and then there's probably a tornado developing down here as well. So we may have three different tornadoes developing in south central Michigan right now. So this is not good. Still nothing on the correlation coefficient, but these circulations are starting to tighten up, so we'll see what happens in the next couple of scans here. If you guys do have any questions, you can look on the chat. I want to look on Twitter on my phone real quick, see if there's anything going on here. See if we get any pictures or any reports on here. Let's go to some of the most recent tweets here. Still getting old tweets. Dang. So far, I do not see any tornado reports or anything like that yet. Let's see here. Do not see anything on Twitter right now. No reports or anything. So there's nothing. But I'll check it again later. See if anything else happens. Let's go back down to Illinois. Looks like we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning down there. So we'll check that out. Whoop, zoomed in a little too much. So let's check this one out. So, pretty large one. So this is for southeastern Will County, Kankakee County, Ford County, Iroquois County, and west central Newton County. And that's actually in northwestern Indiana. And the rest of them are in Illinois. Looks like there's another one back this way. Come on, let me get to it. 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for northeastern Piatt County, northeastern DeWitt County, southeastern McLean County, and northwestern Champaign County. On that severe thunderstorm warning. Then we got this other one right here. Oh, we already just read that one. That one there's getting ready to expire in 4 minutes. This flash flood warning is going to expire in 5 hours. And this one here is for Livingston County, western Ford County, northwestern Iroquois County, southeastern Grundy County, Kankakee County, and then southwestern Lake N County. I don't know what that IN stands for. Either Lake N or Lake Indiana, because both those letters are capitalized. I'm not sure. We do have this tornado warning there. Looks like on this radar view there is a circulation up here by this radar view. Let's see here. It is completely rain wrapped, so that's good. And that circulation looks to be over. The town is called Bourbonnais. Then we got this circulation starting to dissipate south of Hammond. I didn't know earlier there was a tornado warning for Chicago earlier. Again. What I mean by again is that you guys probably heard about this. I think this now a week ago we had a significant tornado that went through. If I could find these districts on here. Was a little further up north. Well, anyways, in the Chicago metro, there was an EF3 tornado. This was a QLCS tornado, and this is pretty impressive. It was a strong EF3 tornado, and it was also decently long track. I think it lasted for about, I don't know, 10 miles or so. And that's pretty impressive for a QLCS tornado. That's something you don't see often as a QLCS tornado. However, we probably just seen a QLCS tornado that was probably as strong, but it was short-lived up in Michigan earlier. And that was by, keep on forgetting, Lake Odessa. Alright, so this is what's going on right now. We got a well-defined circulation, so that has passed Charlotte, but now it's heading towards Potterville and then eventually Diamonddale. This will eventually get into the southeastern part of Lansing. And we also do have a circulation currently in the southeastern part of Lansing. Thankfully, there's no tornado debris signature, which is good. If we go a little further south, there's no tornado debris signature down there either. Yeah, these storms will eventually get into an environment where there's less wind shear, so the tornado threat will go down, but the chance for damaging winds will still be there. Actually, I haven't really checked the 850 millibar winds. We'll check that out real quick. Upper air. Yeah. Despite looking at these wind bars here, there is a pretty good 850 millibar wind, so damaging wind threat will likely continue. But the tornado threat, however, won't really be there, because out ahead of these storms, there's much less wind shear to work with. When we had those Lake Odessa tornadoes, that's in 40 knots of wind shear, which is enough wind shear to produce tornadoes. And so far, these circulations are right now either in looks to be 30 knots into 30 to 35 knots of wind shear right now, which is still favorable for tornadoes, but much more like weaker ones than 40 knots. So that's what's going on as of right now. And we got now, we're starting to get a pretty well defined circulation by Potterville. Let's check out to see. Nope, no tornado debris signature currently. Go a little further south. There might be a new circulation. It might just popped up. And that's this one right here, northeast of Athens. That's this trail behind the one that's by Marshall, which is dying down a little bit. Or at least has died down a little bit. Then you got this other circulation south of Olivet. And then you got this circulation that is just to the east of Lansing, which is about to enter Moss right now. Other than that, it's a big rainy mess up there. Alright, a tornado warning did expire by Gary, which is good. So we're now left with 2 tornado warnings. This tornado warning is going to expire in 14 minutes. I think they're just going to go ahead and cancel that a little bit early, because those storms are what, at least there's no circulations within that tornado warning, so I think they should cancel that. But this one here, still need to watch this one. Get the circulation right there to the northeast of Bradley. And this is rain wrapped as well. Let's check out the correlation coefficient, and there's no tornado debris signature. So right now there is no tornadoes right now, but there is multiple circulations out there. We'll take a look at some of these other storms. They're not tornado warning, but it is worth looking to some of these other storms to see if there's any other circulations. And like I said, looks like there's a new circulation trying to come up just north of Belmont, Illinois. These storms are forming out ahead of these mainline storms, have a pretty decent advantage. These storms behind these new batch of storms will likely die down. The atmosphere won't be as good for severe weather. We'll go back up into southern Michigan. These storms are getting close to Flint, Michigan, which I think they are starting to die down up there. If we look to the velocity, Actually, there's a pretty good Boeing segment right here. There might be a pretty photogenic shelf cloud with that. But there is some rain out ahead of it, so these storms are probably dying down at this point. Since there is some showers out ahead of it, so those storms should be dying down. We'll check out these storms on the south side where there is not much of any shower activity out ahead of it, at least on the severed end. Eventually the storms kind of around the Lansing area will die down. Looks like the Potterville circulation is dying down a little bit. Still got a decent circulation over Okemos, which is eventually going to head into Haslett. And later on after that will be Perry, Michigan, which we'll see if they issue a new tornado warning. Eventually this is going to get slammed by the squall line here. There's this outflow boundary, outflow winds out here, so this circulation won't make it too much farther. But if that with that outflow boundary, we'll see if it creates just enough, a little bit extra spin if we get a brief weak tornado out of it. So they're going to intersect somewhere just to the southwest of Perry. So this area here will probably be worth monitoring over the next probably 30 minutes. So you got circulation right here. It's died down a little bit southwest of Brookfield. So I got this broad circulation south of Marshall, which is going to be heading into Marengo soon. We got another broad circulation back in Athens, just in the northeast. This tornado warning will expire in 25 minutes. This tornado warning here will expire in 10 minutes. This one expires in 25 minutes. That severe thunderstorm warning up north will expire in 40 minutes, which will probably get canceled in a little bit or soon. And that severe thunderstorm warning expires in 25 minutes. Let's see. Radar indicated. Radar indicated. And also radar indicated. I want to be sure there's not like any high wind reports of those severe storms. Not too much going on out here other than there's going to be a big flooding problem. And then you got a couple severe storms out there. And one tornado warning storm. Which I'm not really seeing a circulation now. So, which expires in 9 minutes. 9 more minutes. You got the severe thunderstorm warning here, which radar, at least up there, isn't showing much of any strong winds. This one is, but that is, how far up is that? That's about 8,400 feet up in the air. 8,000 feet, that's pretty high up. Up about at least 8,000 feet is close to 80 mile per hour winds. Highly doubt those winds will get down to the surface, but there can still be some decently strong winds at the surface either way. Possibly 40, 50, maybe 60 miles per hour in some places in that part of the storm. Let's go back to reflectivity for a moment. Let me check out this big mass of rain and storms here. There's about to be a serious flooding problem for places like Joliet, uh, Dalton, Gary, Lansing, Illinois, Frankfort, Tinley Park, Orland Park, Hammond as well. Pretty much those places are probably about to have a serious flooding problem over the next several hours. They're gonna have some flooding problems. Check out this little guy over Lake Michigan. It's got circulation on that? Yeah, it does. Well, We might get to, excuse me, we might be able to get to see a water spout out of this. It's over Lake Michigan. How about that? Rotating storm over Lake Michigan. Eventually it'll get back on land soon, so Bent Harbor, Fairplain, Shoreham, Stevensville, and Bridgeham. Those towns need to watch this rotating storm as it continues to move to the northeast. Looks like we are starting to get some new storms to form right here around South Bend. Those are in a not bad environment. We got a new tornado warning up in Michigan. And it's for that circulation that's passing on the eastern metro of Lansing. One thing to note is here, in this area here, there is a pretty good alpha boundary right here. So the southern and eastern part of Lansing may get slammed by some straight line winds in a little bit. Well, the southern part's already getting some of it right now. Then you got this one right here. This storm, this circulation itself is moving to the northeast, and the storms themselves are moving a little bit more to the east here. So somewhere in this zone in here, uh, there'll be a little bit of an interaction there. Then we got something going on right here. You got basically what's going on here. You got winds going on like this, right, pretty much like this. If I'm correct, green's towards radar, red's away. I think. Actually, red is away, green is towards. Gotcha. Then we got two other circulations behind that. You got one that's about to enter Marengo, and then you got another one north of Burlington. If you guys do have any questions, you can always put in the chat. Check out. Oh, that tornado warnings expire. For the first time in a while, we got no tornado warnings in Illinois. Good. Finally. They've been getting tornado warnings for a good chunk of the day. Now, the only state that's got tornado warnings is Central and South Central Michigan. But let's check out that potential water spout that may try to pop up in the southern part of Lake Michigan. Which we do have a special weather statement right here. I mean, special marine statement. Hazard water spouts and wind gusts up to 40 knots. 40 knots, that's about equivalent to 45, maybe close to 50 mile per hour winds, miles per hour. But should be interesting. May get a water spout there soon. Hopefully there's no one out on the lake. Otherwise, there'll be a bad experience out there. Not because of the rain, but there's even plenty of lightning in these storms, I think. I did find a new tool for lightning, though. Real-time lightning map. We'll be able to take a look and see how much lightning these storms are producing. Actually, those storms over southern Lake Michigan are not producing any lightning. There's plenty of lightning and storms southeast of Bloomington and northeast of Springfield. You got another area of tense lightning. Let's see, zoom in a little bit. Southwest of Kankakee as well. Yeah, these things are popping up. Those are new lightning strikes. And I believe these are all cloud to ground lightning strikes. I don't know why that was so hard to say. If we move up into Michigan, not a whole lot of lightning with these storms. So that might be an indication these storms might be dying down a little bit. Usually, if you get intense lightning with these storms, there's a good chance these will be strong to severe. I mean, that's one way to indicate strong to severe storms is how intense lightning is, or how much lightning there is out there. If there's like 1,000 strikes within one storm, it's a pretty good storm. More than likely strong to severe. But in the severe warning categories type of thing, lightning is not involved, but In most cases, in a good chunk of cases with strong and severe storms, especially during the summertime, one way to indicate it is how much lightning they are producing. And then the danger is pretty real with the lightning in those storms. Okay. New severe thunderstorm watch. Parts of eastern New Mexico and northwest Texas. Oh yeah, there is severe weather out there too. Let's check out there real quick. Oh yeah, we do have severe thunderstorm warnings out in eastern New Mexico. See what's going on out there real quick. Take a little trip. Let's see. Oh yeah. That's interesting. Southeast of Logan, New Mexico. Will it hit Blue Island? I'm not sure where Blue Island is. Is it like in which part of which state it is where Blue Island? I'm not sure where that is. Couple severe storms in southwestern Oklahoma. Let's go back up into Michigan. We do have multiple rotating storms here. Here, I can look up Blue Island on my phone. So, Blue Island. City in Illinois. Okay, let's see. Oh, so Blue Island, that's in the metro of Chicago. So Blue Island is like right in here. Uh, you guys are currently getting hit by storms, but I think the severe weather side of things will stay to your east. If we move our radar to Chicago, look on reflectivity. So yeah, in Blue Island, you guys will be continuing to see some showers of thunderstorms over the next couple more hours or so, which pretty much the threat of severe weather for you guys is for the most part it's over with, but the flash flooding part isn't. You guys will be continuing to experience flooding. Oh yeah, here's Blue Island, right here. Yeah, you guys will be dealing with thunderstorms for the next several hours, but the severe weather side of things is pretty much over with, but the flash flooding part isn't. You guys will probably be experiencing flash flooding over the next several hours. We do have a new tornado warning by the looks of it. Bad news is there's not really any storms out ahead of these. We'll move our radar in the eastern part of Michigan, see what we get. But let's check out this new tornado warning right here. So this is for northeastern Calhoun County, northern Jackson County, southern Ingham County, and southeastern Easton County until 7:15 Eastern Time. Radar indicated rotation. Now there is multiple circulations that be going in this tornado warning. Let's move on to it. Hold on, let me actually look to this circulation here. From this radar view, it looks like the circulation is tying up a little bit more. Might need to watch this one right here. On the northern end of that outflow boundary would definitely be something to watch. Just to the northwest of Lennon, Michigan. Let's move on to reflectivity. Yeah, might need to watch on the northern end of that Boeing segment. Then you got the supercell look. You actually got the hook echo right here. Got that hook going on. You got the circulation right there. Let's see if any debris is getting off to right now. Nothing. Whew. Lansing, you guys got pretty lucky with that circulation. You guys got pretty lucky with that one. But I believe there's still another circulation going through town. Yeah, and it's this one right here going through town. But the good news is it's much weaker than the other one. So I think Lansing will be okay. Yeah, I think Lansing will be fine with the tornado threat. Although you guys will probably be experiencing some strong straight line winds right here. With this outflow boundary right here. Looks like to be moving to the east. And then further to the south here, you got circulation to the north of Springport. Is that what it says? Yeah, Springport. Then you got one to the east of Marshall, and then one to the southwest of Marshall in southern Michigan. Probably the strongest circulation we got right now is this one right here, which is 6 miles to the southwest of Perry. That's the strongest circulation we got right now. Check out some of these other storms in Illinois, see if we get any rotating storms right now. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like we got a new circulation developing right over in New Chicago or east of Gary. Luckily, looks like this will be getting onto the water soon, at least onto Lake Michigan. So it'll stay on land for a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, so it'll probably get onto the waters very soon. But anybody that lives in Ogden Dunes and Dune Acres, Lake Station, New Chicago, and Portage, definitely need to watch for this circulation here because uh, this circulation may be starting to tighten up right now. You can see how, oh yeah, it's getting stronger. That's not good. So a tornado warning is probably going to be issued in a little bit. Good news is it is getting pretty close to the waters here. It's going to be pretty close. But that's heading right towards Ogden Dunes. But it has moved out of New Chicago. It's very close to Lake Station. There's a bug on my wall. Got him. Let's check out the Croatia coefficient. Hopefully there's no debris getting aloft it. That could be something right there. Alright. Yeah, that's a tight circulation. They probably should issue a tornado warning right now for that circulation. But let's look on some of these other storms to the south. I don't see nothing there. Let's get to the Severn Tail here. Tail. And I do not see anything. Maybe something might pop up right here. Not sure. But it looks like we're about to get, yep, new tornado warning for this storm right here. There you go. So this is for northern Porter County and northeastern Lake County in northwestern Indiana. Radar indicated rotation. But a tornado is pretty much imminent at this point. It is currently tightening up. At least for the past couple scans it has. That'll be getting it to far southwestern Michigan soon. Oh, we gotta do tornado warning. This is actually includes the northern end of Flint, Michigan. Adding on top of that, there's also a new severe thunderstorm warning for Flint. Yeah, I gotta watch this northern end here. These things are very sneaky on these northern ends of these outflow boundaries. That's where you get your QLCS tornadoes to form. It's typically on the northern end of these outflow boundaries. This one here is just by a supercell. This one here we consider as a QLCS circulation. There is a pretty good outflow boundary with this. So that'd be blowing through the northern end of Flint. Meanwhile, the southern Flint's gotta watch for this supercell down here. So that's a tornado warning for the northern end of Flint, Michigan. We'll check out this severe thunderstorm warning, which expires in over an hour. Excuse me. So this is for Genesee County in southeastern Michigan. This is until 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The hazard is 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. This is moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. And these storms are training, so Lansing, you guys might experience some flooding, which there is a couple of flooding reports coming in. Street flooding. Yep, street flooding reports are coming in. There probably is a flood advisory, and advisories on radar scope do not show up on here. Looks like there's something on my microphone. Yeah, there is something on my microphone. A little something there. Pulled it out. And we also got a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is in northwestern Indiana. East Central Will County, Newton County, Porter County, Lake County, and Jasper County. In northwestern Indiana until 6:15 p.m. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Wow, this thing's moving fast. Northeast at 55 miles an hour. That's highway speeds. Yeah, that's a fast moving squall line. And like the HURR model was showing earlier, it's got these complex of storms which might be severe. That probably get to South Bend in about 2 hours or so, and eventually probably die out when it gets into, or die down when it gets into southern Michigan. Pretty active day. It is. Wow. What? Excuse me. Sorry. Uh, Honestly, I was not expecting this to be this active today. It looked like yesterday could be a little bit active, but it wasn't really active at all. And today it's just a different story. I guarantee you today verifies probably an enhanced risk for the tornado risk. Well, possibly. Uh, so it got a broad circulation. This is a long track circulation, man. I think this is the same circulation that, yeah, I think this is the same circulation that was from like right here. I think I was tracking it from here. I mean, even before the live stream, I was seeing this same circulation that was by Battle Creek. Now it's all the way up into Perry. Gosh, Lee. This thing has probably traveled for probably about 70 miles. That's insane. For that circulation, it's just still there. It's ridiculous. So the western side and the northern side of Lansing, severe weather's pretty much over with. However, the southeastern side, you guys are still in a tornado warning, which is probably going to be for this circulation south of Eaton Rapids. Let's move on to a different radar. Oh, man. Yeah, 3 different areas of circulation. One up here, which looks to be tightening up. You got one right here. Then you got another one right here about Ickford. You got one southwest of Springport. And then you got one to the southeast of Eaton Rapids. Currently. Then you got circulation south of Perry. That may continue on for a while. Then you got circulation over Flushing. What a name for a town. Flushing. Over Flushing, Michigan. And circulation is not really showing up on here, but typically on the northern end of these outflow boundaries are the areas to watch for any potential QLCS tornadoes. So you kind of have your inflow like this, and then you got your outflow winds like this, and then you kind of get a circulation that could pop up in here, and these things can form very quickly. I mean, it can drop a tornado in just less than a couple minutes. I mean, it could pop up on radar very quickly. So it's probably a good play to issue a tornado warning early on, just in case if that scenario does happen. It's like there's a news, or no, looks like that's been around. Let's go back to the storm by Gary. We'll see what that's doing right now. It's right now over Ogden Dunes. It's still a good circulation, but let's check out the correlation coefficient. No tornado debris signature. So there's no tornado with that. Might have dodged another bullet right there. With tornadoes. Yeah, some of these towns have been, cities have been pretty lucky. Some of these big cities have been pretty lucky today. Lansing could have been hit by 2 tornadoes, but those circulations didn't really do much of anything. It was rotating through Lansing, but they did not produce a tornado, which is good news. So Lansing dodged a bullet twice. Then you got this circulation by Gary, which looked like it was almost about to produce a tornado, but it looks like it really hasn't yet. It might be too early to say, but we'll see on that one. Hmm. Yeah, you got a pretty good squall line going on right here. Squall in the storms. These little Boeing segments here, definitely some Boeing segments you need to watch for here for damaging winds. And just on the northern end here, I need to watch for any potential tornado development or circulations that may try to develop. Then you got this cluster up in south central and east central Michigan. These are heading right towards Detroit. Check out the environment out ahead of them. Let's check out and see what the environment's looking like right now. Yeah, these storms are, especially these ones right here, these storms are going to an environment that is less favorable for tornadoes. So really your primary threat would be damaging winds at that point. So I'm not really worried about those storms. And then you got these storms out here. The southern tail end, still got a good amount of tornado warnings on those, but still in a decent, not bad environment for tornadoes. Check out those significant tornado parameters. Here's the updated ones. You got a level 1 for northwestern Indiana. Here's a level 1, which then might include parts of Detroit, which we do have a couple tornado warnings up there. But those looks to be the areas that's most favorable for tornadoes right now. Why not take a look to the violent tornado parameter? Wow, a 2. Huh. Interesting. Uh, Here's the superset composite. One tiny spot of an 8 right there. But there's a widespread 4, which is a high enough number to me, favorable for some supercells. We could put on the SPC Outlook here. You can see here where they have that slack risk in place. Goes right, pretty much like this. That is your slack risk right now. We'll see how these storms progress over the next couple hours. I think what's going to happen with these storms, especially on the northern end, like the Herman was saying, these may become more of a widespread damage and wind threat for at least for northern Indiana. So anybody that lives up in northern Indiana needs to watch for those storms. You guys are pretty much quiet for right now, but those storms along the state line of Illinois and Indiana will be coming to your area in about another hour or two, maybe 3 hours. Yeah, I guess. Wait, that people were saying on Twitter you could drive like 117 miles. It'd still be a tornado warning. Yeah, that'd be insane. Then that tornado warning just expired. Now you can only drive about 100 miles and still be in a tornado warning. That's still pretty ridiculous either way. All right, let's check out the circulation by just to the east of Gary, which now people in Gary are getting slammed by a squall line right now. It looks like the circulation is pretty much dissipated. They're probably going to cancel this tornado warning early. I mean, I would. It's just now off the coast, so now that has no threat to people on land. So that's good. But then you got the squall line of storms to worry about for damaging straight line winds possible. It's possible. Especially for this part right here. That's got pretty good shot towards South Bend right there. Approximately right there. Those areas definitely need to be monitoring that part of the storm there. So we got a severe thunderstorm warning over Champaign. 60-mile-per-hour winds. And this includes doesn't say what counties. Oh wait, I'm overlooking. Just for Champaign County. I was overlooking it. Overlooked. Alright, let's go back to these tornado warned storms up in Michigan. Something's trying to pop off right here. Looks like these circulations to the southwest are starting to dissipate, but this one right here is starting tying up right over Arlias, heading towards Mason. This circulation is still going. Holy cow, that's impressive. That's what you call a long track supercell. I mean, that was in the southern end of the state from Indiana. Now it's all the way up into close to Flint, Michigan. That's impressive. That's a long track supercell. That's what you would call that one. Let's look at from the other radar here. Yeah, there's still circulations down here. 6 hours and 39 minutes. Another circulation may try to pop up nearby Union City, Michigan. Let's check out the reflectivities of what these storms are looking like. Not that impressive, except for this storm right here. Got the hook echo right here moving to the northeast. Eventually, it's going to get into an environment where it won't be as favorable for severe weather, especially when these storms with those clouds high up, high thin clouds start to cover up the sky and blocks the sun, and then it makes the environment less favorable, and then you're pretty limited on your cape and other things. Let's check out what the cape is looking like. Let me take that off. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of cape out there. Looks like 1500. Still favorable for severe weather. But some of the better stuff is back in northern Indiana, which those storms will likely continue on for several more hours. Why not take a look at the derecho composite? It's a little bit elevated number, but it isn't a high number. But that kind of gets to show you that damaging winds are still possible with these storms either way. Now your downdraft cape out of heavies. Well, these storms up here don't have much of a downdraft cape. But up here, there's 1,000 joules per kilogram of downdraft cape. That'll be favorable for some damaging winds for those storms. So I'll say these storms will likely be able to make it to Detroit, but I don't think they'll be as bad as what they are right now, just to say the least. Here's the surface-based lift index, and that looks to be a 5, -5 right here. That's favorable for severe weather. -4 up here to parts of east central Michigan as well. Here's your mixed layer cape right here. 1,000 joules per kilogram. That'll be favorable for some severe weather. Get 1,500 right here. So still a decent environment for these storms. Oh yeah, your lightning's starting to pop off pretty good in some of these new storms right here. That kind of means these storms are starting to intensify, gaining strength. If you move up a little far up to the northeast, there is some lightning out there, but it ain't as much as down there from those storms, I would say. Let's look into the new run of the HER 21Z. Yeah, this is how much rain could fall for the next, we'll say 10 hours. Yeah, there is still places that's already seeing a lot of rain. We'll talk about additional 2 inches. I mean, that's a lot of rain when you think about it. So flash flooding is likely going to be happening across parts of northeast central Illinois and probably northwest Indiana as well. Probably experience some flash flooding over the next several hours. And the rainfall rates from these storms are pretty high due to your precipitable water numbers. I think I'll be able to see those precipitable water numbers on here somewhere. Precipitable water. 2.1, that is pretty high for this time of year. Even a 2.2, that's some pretty high numbers, guys. That's some pretty high numbers. I mean, even consider high numbers like a 1.8 or 1.7. You can get some pretty high rainfall rates with those numbers that high. But when you're talking about 2.1 or 2.2, it's almost like next level. Precipitable water numbers. So precipitable water numbers is how much moisture there is up in the atmosphere. And more the moisture, more rain, the more rain that could fall from these storms. And that's where you kind of get your rainfall rates from. But yeah, pretty insane. Let's go back to radar, see what's going on. No tornado warnings. The tornado warning has expired or actually get canceled in northwest Indiana, so there's no tornado warnings in Illinois and Indiana. It's mainly a flash flood and damage wind threat for right now. But the tornado threat still continues in east central Michigan as of right now. So let's check the circulations out, see what's going on. Yeah, it looks like the circulation here is becoming a little bit more broad, but we'll still watch it. Yeah, you got this, what alpha boundary here looks like this alpha boundary is kind of losing strength right now. Then if we look at a different radar and check out these circulations down here, man, they are still here. You got one right here, another one right here, another one right here. Good news is these are weak circulations. These are not strong. I probably will call these more of a moderate circulation, kind of between weak and strong. So just a circulation in general with those. We'll see how long those are last. If you guys do have any questions, you could put it in the chat. Yeah, stretching. How long have we been streaming? An hour and a half. Been live streaming for a good amount of time. New severe thunderstorm warning. Probably for this Boeing segment right here. Expires in an hour and 7 minutes. Uh, so severe thunderstorm warning for Livingston County till 8 p.m. Eastern Time. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts moving east at 35 miles per hour. So Fortville, those storms will be there at 7:05. Excuse me. For Coahuila, Kitia, I don't know how you pronounce that at all, but that's until 7:05 Eastern Time. Howell, Oak Grove, and Gregory around 7:10. Pinckney around 7:20. Heartland around 7:25, and then Brighton around 7:40. That's all in Eastern Time. That's the timing of the storms when those storms get there. As soon as things kind of calm down a little bit more, I will end the stream. Check on Twitter on my phone, see what's going on. Just reading a couple tweets on here. News tornado warning. This is actually for Flint also. Let's move to a different radar site here. This is going to be for this broad circulation right here. Oh, and there's another one. Wait. No, never mind. There's not another one. So we got a new tornado warning for the southern part of Flint. This is going to be for the circulation right here. So radar indicated tornado. So this is for southeastern. I'm at central Genesee County in southeast Michigan until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's going to be for this broad circulation here, which is still needs to be monitored. I don't think this is not going to do much of anything anymore. Doesn't look as great like it did earlier. But that's pretty much past the northern part of Flint for the most part. Then you got these other circulations pretty far to the southwest on the other end. Looks like these circulations are calming down a little bit. Thank goodness. There's another one. You gotta be kidding me. There's a fourth one back at Eggford. Man, these circulations just does not want to stop popping up. Man, jeez. Oh man. Alright, let's go back into northwest Indiana, where we got this pretty good squall line going on. Let's see here. That's interesting. We got some inflow and alpha winds within the storm. That's kind of odd. Usually within the rain there'll be alpha winds. But we're actually getting like halfway into the storm inflow winds. That can lead to some circulations possibly. Might be a scan delay on the velocity. I'm not sure. Let's see if there's any reports. Do not see any reports. Kind of surprising. I figure I would see some damage reports and stuff like that on Twitter already, but I haven't seen any. Kind of odd. Tornado warning in Central. Hello, how's it going? I'm doing great. How about you? Red Eagle Whiskey. Tornado warning in uh, Illinois. That was a decent break. Alright, let's check out this one. So this tornado warning will expire in 40 minutes. Radar indicated rotation. So this is for northeastern Moultrie County, southeastern Piatt County, and southwestern Douglas County until 6:30 Central Time. So let's check out velocity here, see what's going on. We got two circulations. Oh man, these tornado warnings just never end today. There's just been a consecutive amount of hours straight with at least one circulation or one tornado warning. I think that's been going on for like, I don't know, like 5 hours straight. Dang. So we got the circulation in just southeast of Hammond, Illinois, and we got one south of Levington. Levington smack in the middle of those circulations. Let's check out to see if there's anything on the correlation coefficient, and that is a negative. We got nothing, which is good. Looks like those might be rain wrapped. Is that a mesoscale vortex? No. It has the shape of a mesoscale vortex. Like your rain kind of comes around like this, but no. By the motion of rain, that's not a mesoscale vortex. Man, several tornado warnings up in Michigan. And we got a pretty good alpha boundary going on. Alpha winds going on out here. That is going through Conway Township and also Handy Township. And then you got this circulation, which is even broader than before. Nearby Gaines. Then we got this going on here. Something may try to pop up right here, but I have doubts on that. But there is a new severe thunderstorm warning for that alpha right there. 60 mph wind gusts. This is for northern Webster County. This is until 7:45 Eastern Time. If we move a little further to the southwest here, you got 4 circulations. You got one over at Danesville, you got one south of Leslie, you got one north of Paramount, and you got one over Eckford. We'll see if any of those will try to produce a tornado or anything. I mean, the environment they are in right now will pretty much stay the same for a while. Alright, that tornado warning looks to be expired. So now it shows a tornado warning for the central part or downtown Flint and south of that. And also west and east of Flint. We're probably going to start following this radar here since these circulations are getting closer to the radar. Just by looking on this one here, there's a view of that circulation and this one right here. We do not have a visual on the other two. Or, well, the other one's roughly there, and the other one's like right here. Is there any other radars nearby? We got this one up in northern Indiana. Yeah, this one here is a little bit tight from that view. Oh wow, check this out. Possibly winds up to 75 miles per hour. How far up though? It is from the radar. Beam height about 6,000 feet up, and radar's measuring 75 to 80 mile per hour winds. Some of those winds sometimes get down to the surface, but not all the time. Not all the time that it happens. It has happened once, and a memorable one was in the Iowa derecho that's been almost a year ago. The derecho up in Iowa, radar was measuring of several thousand feet up. At least I think it was several thousand feet. Well, at least a couple thousand feet up was actually measuring winds of 140 miles per hour. And some of those winds did get down to the surface when it got to Cedar Rapids. So it was very interesting. That was a pretty dark day for Iowa. That was a pretty bad day. We got circulation over Atwood, and you got one to the southeast of Levington. As of right now, we'll see how much longer those will last. Looks like we got circulation popped up to the south of Rankin, Illinois. See if we. No, that's a little bit of a radar hole. Looks to be circulation there. It might get tornado warned. We'll see. Then you got this Boeing segment right here. Just, excuse me, producing straight line winds for right now. They'll likely continue through most of northern Illinois. Eventually, when it gets into parts of Ohio and southern Michigan, it'll start to die down. It'll start to die down. Alright, let's get back up to Michigan. Still got that broad circulation that's heading right towards Swartz Creek. Looks like that circulation right up here, Norfolk Conway Township, is getting a little bit tighter. Still broad. Similar situation east of Danesville. Go over by Leslie. Come on, click it. There we go. One over Leslie. Yeah, this circulation is becoming pretty broad. I think that's starting to dissipate at this time. So that kind of leads us down to two. I'm at three circulations instead of four. We only got three. So you got one by Eckford, one by Leslie, and you got that one by Danesville. And then there's also other circulations out there. There's two more up this way. Actually, no, yeah, there's two. So you got that one heading towards Swartz Creek. You didn't get that one over Conway Township or just to the north. Then you got one in southeast central Illinois. Actually, two right down here. See if there's a correlation coefficient drop. Could there be? We gotta wait for the next scan, see what it shows. Because that's right on the circulation, actually. No, not really. It's like that other circulation started to dissipate. But the other circulation over Atwood is still going. And we got this circulation right here, which is, I know it's hard to see. But we got that other circulation to the southeast of Rankin. And you get this large blank segment up here. Especially right here. Got a pretty good Boeing segment. Yeah, there could definitely be the chance for some 70-mile-per-hour winds right there with that Boeing segment. Usually, most of the time with Boeing segments, you can get damaging straight line winds within those. But on the northern side is typically the area to watch for any potential tornado development. Like up here, for example, on the northern end of these Boeing segments. Be places to watch. If you guys got any questions, you can put in the chat. I'll answer your guys' questions. All these things have calmed down a little bit than earlier. We actually haven't had a tornado in the past like hour or so. And no tornado, but man, we still got those circulations out there. I got a feeling if I end the live stream, tornado's gonna happen. Has it happened? Yeah, it has happened before. It has happened before. I'm interested near Grand Rapids area. Okay, so Grand Rapids. Let's see what you guys got going on. Looks like some new storms are kind of starting to move into the Grand Rapids area. I don't know if there's really going to be any severe weather problems with this batch of storms here. I mean, we can check out the SPC mesoscale analysis. See what we got going on up there. One thing to mention is those high precipitable water numbers. So those storms will be producing a lot of rain in a short period of time. Yeah, only 500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram Cape. Not really going to be favorable for severe weather, but it'll still be favorable for some showers of thunderstorms to develop around the Grand Rapids area. So we'll watch for the possibility for some flash flooding later on today if those storms do try to train over Grand Rapids, which I know you guys had some bad storms earlier today. Oh yeah, those storms are starting to get active with the lightning, especially where we have that kind of that Boeing segment going on. Plenty of lightning with it. There's also a good amount of lightning down into Missouri. Good amount of lightning in some storms, especially that one. It's west of Lawton, Oklahoma. Plenty of lightning out there. Plenty of lightning action out there in the world. See what the Harris Nam says. Not Harris Nam. Her model. See what it says on this 22Z run. What's it got over the next couple of hours? Yeah. Yeah, Lansing, you guys might get another round of storms later tonight from the line back in northwestern Indiana. The primary threat with these will probably be damage winds. There could be an isolated tornado because those storms will go up to in the environment where there's a little bit more wind shear to work with. But right now they're in an environment where there's not much of any wind shear, so right now those storms are just producing damage winds. But a spin-up tornado in northern Indiana is still possible. It is still possible. And we got a new tornado warning in Illinois. Probably for that one rotating, that one circulation. Oh, excuse me. Looks like it's right there. Let me play it to be sure. Yeah. Looks like it got pretty broad. A little bit more broad. Radar indicator rotation. So this is for South Central Champaign County and Northern Douglas County. This is until 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And then we got that possibly another circulation south at Atwood, just right behind it. Right in there. Lots of blues. These storms are getting closer to the radar, so these wind measurements will get measured in lower altitudes. 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 There we go. That was the word I was looking for. Altitudes. Alright, no tornado warnings for Lansing area. Good. Still got that tornado warning for parts of Flint. Yeah, that circulation is just really dying off. It's going to an environment where it's not really favorable for some severe weather. Yeah, bunch of shower activity right now. I don't think it will be too much longer before they start canceling some of these warnings up there. So kind of the main show right now is these storms down here in southern Michigan in that one supercell down in Illinois. Whoa, we got something popping off right there. We got something popping off. Yep. Man, that is a small supercell. Holy cow. That's a small supercell to have a strong circulation right there. Holy cow. More than half photogenic that supercell would be. Of course, the coefficient is not a drop, but man, it doesn't have a pretty good circulation with it. Especially for how small it is. I mean, the storm, it's like from southwest to northeast. That's only about 9.5 miles. And then from southeast to northwest, dang, that's a small storm. That's like a 8 by 10 mile storm. That's a pretty small storm. Or supercell, I should say. Supercells are usually much bigger than that. but it's not the smallest supercell I've ever seen. But this is definitely one of the smallest I've seen. One of the smallest. Oh, we got something popping off right here too. What does it look like? Oh, here we'll have a better visual on the radar in northern Indiana. We got a circulation over Michigan City, whatever that park is. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Long Beach as well. Within that circulation, there's probably going to be a new tornado warning with that soon. Fortunately, that'd be staying over land since it's moving northeast. So that'd be entering Michigan very shortly. The state line is right here. Then you got this Boeing segment right here of storms. And if we go back into Illinois, there might be another circulation popping up. So you got one right here, one here, then another one up here. 3 circulations right now. So that's what's going on right now. If you guys do have any questions, you can always put in the chat. That's catching my attention. Right there. Might need to watch that part right there. Might need to watch that. All of a sudden, looks to be a tight circulation right there. That might produce a tornado in a moment, actually. That is heading right into downtown Flint. That's not good. That's not good. We might have a tornado develop right there. We'll see in the next scan or two. See if that still comes up. Say radar indicate rotation. That will usually update those tornado warnings. This one here is starting to pop off a little bit. Handy Township. That circulation over that way. At least from that radar side. This one here is much closer. So I think we'll start looking into this from this radar site where it's closer. Meanwhile, the other ones is a little further away. So you got circulation over Bunker Hill. Possibly circulation trying to pop up by Handy Township. Oh, it's gone. How long was that up there for? Yeah. Looks like a little hole or something. I don't know. But we'll watch that still. We'll still watch it. Let's go back to that circulation that was right over here. Oh, there's another circulation to the northeast. Wow. We got 2 different circulations. You got one on the Michigan side, you got another one on the Indiana side. So you got one northeast of New Buffalo Township, and you got one right over in Long Beach, Indiana. 2 circulations. I'm surprised that's not a tornado warning. That probably should be tornado warning. That could be another circulation trying to pop up west of Kingsford Heights or west of Kingsbury. How close it is to the radar now? Now it's only 4,000 feet, and we're still getting severe territory measurements. 4,000 feet. It's getting closer down to the surface. It'll likely issue another severe thunderstorm warning for that complex. Man, this has got multiple circulations. Holy cow. So it looks like you got one right here, another one here, possibly another one down here. You, you got one west of Gaze. I don't know what that was. Heard snapping. I don't see anybody. Then you got one southwest of Bourbon. You got one northwest of Bourbon. And you got one southwest of Peso Tom, Illinois. Oh, man. We'll go back up to Michigan real quick. Hello, we stick together. Welcome to the stream. Hey, if you guys do like this live stream, you can hit the like button. If you really do like my channel, you can hit that subscribe button if you guys want to. So we're back up to Michigan. We're still watching. One may try to pop up over Gaines right there. I need to watch for that. That's on the northern end of that outflow boundary right there. Still watching that very broad weak circulation there. That might be just be dying off. You got one over Handy Township. You got one over Bunker Hill. Whoops. You got one southwest of Tompkins. And then we have that one down here by Giard or Giard. So we got three circulations we're watching here. You got one here, one here, we got one here. More specifically, you got one northeast of New Buffalo Township. We got one over where it's now Mitchania, and then you got one west of Kingsbury. And we got this circulation nearby Butler. That's now crossing into Severn. Oh wait, no, that is in Michigan already. Never mind. Then you got these circulations down in Illinois. So it looks like this one here might be dying down. Looks like we're kind of down to two different circulations. Looks like this one is looking to be the more dominant circulation, which is east of Atwood, or you could say north of Bourbon, or you could say west of Tuscola. I'm in Chicago. What's looking like? Right now for Chicago, for the most part, for you guys right now are just getting a light rain right now. For Chicago, looks like the flash flooding threat it's pretty much about over with for you guys, and also for the severe weather threat, so you guys are just mainly getting light rain. Do tornadoes ever form on the top north side of storm cells? Uh, I'm not sure about that one. I know they can form on the northern side of outflow boundaries, you can say, of storms on the north side, like this one here, for example, what's going on right now. You got your outflow boundary right here. Tornadoes could form these little kinks right here. So they can form in those places as well. But on the north side of the storm, maybe. Hey, look, that tornado warning has expired. We only got 3 more left. We may end the stream there. We'll see. Because I am going to have to get off in a little bit. Then you got something's trying to come up here. that, and that. So for Flint, it's not quite over yet. Not over yet. So I got two different circulations to go through. Which hopefully they do not produce a tornado, which I don't think they will. I mean, just observing the other circulations that's already passed by, there's been two other ones that's passed through there. They have not produced a tornado. I think that has to do something with the limiting factor of wind shear, I think, with some of these storms. Then we got circulation down here by White Oak. Looks like circulation is dissipating over Handy Township. We got this new severe thunderstorm warning. So this is for southeastern Calhoun County, Jackson County, and southeastern Ingham County until 8:15 Eastern Time. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust is the primary threat, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So that's your new severe thunderstorm warning there. South Bend's about to get a good line of storms in a little bit. There is a circulation north of Kingsbury right now. There's two other ones up here, kind of going along the coastline of Lake Michigan, which are now both of those are now into Michigan. They've are out of Indiana, but now this cluster of thunderstorms is now starting to catch up with these circulations. So, see what happens to those. What weather phenomenon is most fascinating to you? I'll just say severe weather in general, most because of just how beautiful some of these storms could be. Storm clouds, even for like supercells, tornadoes, they could be very photogenic storms that they could look really cool and really beautiful. Nature can be beautiful in some ways, and severe weather is one of those ways, like supercells and tornadoes. That's what is most fascinating to me, is severe weather, just in general. Let's go back down to Illinois. I haven't been down there in a little bit. How long? That flash flood warning still got about 2 hours left. Wind damage report out of Springfield 3 minutes ago. Not be from the other storms several hours ago. See, we got circulation here. No more probably try to pop up over Bourbon. There's a little something popping up right there west of Sydney, Illinois. Check out the correlation coefficient. There's nothing. No TDS on those. Surprised there's no severe thunderstorm warning extension with these storms. A little bit surprised on that. There is a new severe thunderstorm warning up here, though, in Michigan, southwest Michigan. So this is for northwestern St. Joseph County, northwestern LaPorte County, and Berrien County until 8 p.m. Eastern Time, or you could say 7 p.m. Central Time, whatever time zone you're in. 60-mile-per-hour winds heading northeast at 45 miles per hour. It's a pretty decent speed. Um, I need to watch right there, northwest of Hamlet. Yep, you got that kink type of look right here. And when you get kinks on a line like this, that could be a sign that QS tornado may form soon, or maybe in several minutes sometimes. That's where your QLCS tornadoes form. There's your new severe thunderstorm warning. There it is. There is a circulation just to the north of that. But we gotta watch for this area right here for any possible tornado development within that kink right there of the line. Then you got circulation north of Kingsbury. You got two other circulations. You got one northeast of New Buffalo Township, and you got one to the southwest of Bridgingham, man. You're very informative. Hopefully, you will make this your career. You could help out a lot of people. I do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. We stick together. I really do appreciate it. Let's go back to Eastern Michigan, see what we got going on here. We're gonna see if that does anything. That's now entering the downtown area of Flint. Something may try to get going here. Let's play the loop. Doesn't look like much is going on. Although the circulation just north is dissipating. Circulation may try to pop up up there. Looks like it's starting to come back a little bit. Then you got this other circulation east of White Oak. Then you got this other one right here west of Waterloo Village. You're doing good work in a service. If you look, there is not many other feeds. You are in an open market, so to speak. Yeah, I would say so. But I do appreciate it. Red Eagle Whiskey for the support. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's check out this new severe thunderstorm warning. Almost forgot. This includes South Bend, Indiana. This good blowing segment here. 70-mile-per-hour wind gust until 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 7 p.m. Central Time, depending on what time zone you're in. So this is for St. Joseph County in north central Indiana, Stark County in northwestern Indiana, Marshall County in north central Indiana, Central LaPorta County in northwestern Indiana as well. So 70 mile per hour winds. West central Ohio, I don't expect you guys to see any severe weather out of these. So your guys will be alright. You guys will be fine. All these storms will be staying west to the north of you, pretty far away. Unless if you live in the northwestern part of Ohio, you you can get some effects from these storms. Logan County, Ohio. All right. Let me look that up real quick. Logan County, Ohio. Oh, that's by. Okay, yeah, you guys will be fine. You guys will be alright. What about Fulton County, Ohio? Fulton County, Ohio. It's around Interstate 90. Fulton County, Ohio, that's close to Toledo. Yeah, you guys might get some effects of some of these storms, but they won't be as bad as like they are right now. But you guys can see some shower thunderstorm activity later tonight as they continue to move east northeast. Now you won't get effects from these storms up in Michigan, but I'm talking about these storms right here out in western and northwestern Indiana and east central Illinois. No problem, April Thornton. Okay. Yay. No tornado warnings in Michigan. Great. We still got two tornado warnings left, and those are in Illinois, which there is a new severe thunderstorm warning down there. Wow, they got multiple circulations going on. But two of the strongest ones, or the most interesting ones, are these right here. Villa Grove and Tuscola. Check out the severe thunderstorm warning. So this is Hotel 745. So this is for northern Edgar County, Vermilion County, southeastern Champaign County, and Douglas County. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail are possible with this storm. And also probably will note that tornadoes are also possible. Again, in fact, we do have multiple circulations along that line. We'll move back up into northern Indiana. Check out this impressive Boeing segment here. Man, that is a sharp cutoff thing. I mean, right here, you just go straight to heavy rain. Dang. Tyner will get that. Tyner, Indiana. South Bend, you guys will be getting this very shortly. Probably in about another 30 minutes or so. You guys will be getting the effects of this storm. The worst will stay to your south. The worst part of the storm is right here between Bass Lake and Walkerton. It's the worst part of the storm, where you do have that Boeing segment. You typically in Boeing segments, that's where you get some of your strongest winds out of these storms. This is getting closer to radar, so let's see what the winds are being recorded right now. So now this is 2,700 feet off the ground. We're getting winds of 60 to 65 miles per hour on those storms. So that's still in severe territory. Those can still do some damage. We got a weak pretty tight circulation, pretty small. That is now southeast of Rowing Pare. Then move up a little further up to the north. One of the two circulations is dying down, so we're down to one circulation up here by Bridgeman. And then when we move up into eastern Michigan, looks like we only got two circulations for the most part. You got one right here, which is northwest of Waterloo Village. You got one over Osco Township. What is the deal with Township? Look at this. Osco Township, Marion Township, Genoa Township, Brighton Township, Gudella Township, Putman Township, Hamburg Township, Green Oak Township. What's the deal with the township names at the end in this area? I mean, what the heck? I mean, what the heck? Heartland Township, Handy Township. It's everywhere in that area. What the heck? Tyrone Township. That's funny. Somehow I never even caught that. Conway Township. Okay. These towns in here love to end their name with township as like their last name. Seems legit. Anyways, we got that circulation over Osco Township. And this one here is tying up a little bit. Northwest of Waterloo Village. No tornado debris signature. That's good. Yeah, these other circulations are dying out. So we're now pretty much down to technically 3. We may need to watch this part right here north of Lake Fenton. Flint is in the clear of severe weather, pretty much. So that's another large town out of the way. But Ann Arbor and possibly Detroit and Warren needs to watch these cluster storms, although I do think these may die down as they continue to move slowly to the northeast. New tornado warning in northwest Indiana. Alright. Oh, it's tightening up big time. Oh, wow. Okay. Is this confirmed? No. Radar indicated rotation. This tornado warning is until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time or 6:45 Central Time. This is for northwestern St. Joseph County and northeastern LaPorta County. We'll see if there's a TDS right here for this one. I'm afraid one's going to pop up on this one just by looking at it. That's a very tight circulation. There's a broader circulation heading towards Baroda. Have you ever been or seen a tornado in real life? Or been in? No. But I have been close to a couple tornadoes. I have been close. In fact, the closest tornado I have was like 2-3 miles away. And I think that was back in 2009. At least it was a weak tornado and not a strong violent tornado or anything. It was just a weak, I think it was rated as an EF1. Came pretty close. It died out before it got real close to me. If it would have continued on, it probably would have missed me by like a quarter mile or half a mile. It would have been very close. And it was in the middle of the night, so that made things worse. Worse. Alright, let's move a little back down to Illinois. Oh, they have been expired. Good. Down to one circulation down there. Probably after this tornado warning expires, we'll probably end the stream because I've been on here for a while. I think it's been 2 hours. Yeah, actually it's been almost 2.5 hours. Dang. Oh, new mesoscale discussion. At least 26 minutes ago. Severe threat continues for a few more hours. So yeah, they got east central Illinois, the northern half of Indiana, far northwest Ohio, in the eastern part of Michigan. Yeah, I think that atmosphere behind that cluster of storms. Yeah, it looks like these storms are kind of maybe trying to gain back some strength a little bit. Yeah, it looks like that's what it's trying to do, but I think Grand Rapids is fine. But Lansing, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, those places will still have to watch this cluster of storms. I'm a little bit more confident for Kalamazoo and Battle Creek than Lansing to get affected by these storms. Fort Wayne may get some of the effects. It might be close. That might be close. But this is pretty much the only storm we're watching now. Yeah, we still got that circulation by bridge, man. Oh yeah, just like that, the area circulation is kind of dissipated off. By the way, I'm hearing there is step staging in Linkham County, Red Cross, FEMA, etc. So somebody thinks something is gonna or to or has already happened near there, which will be Lansing in Dansville. Or talk about uh oh, possibly damage is what you're talking about. I don't think there has been tornado Lansing, but I do know there's been 3 tornadoes by Lake Odessa. Well, actually 2 there, and there was 1, I believe, north of Portland. I'm giving you a follow. We are expecting more storms this week. Yes, we are. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make YouTube videos Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll probably make one on Sunday. Wait, I can't. No, I won't be able to make one on Sunday. Vacation time for me. It's because of vacation that I have to be going to. So I will be gone for a while. I'll still be active on Twitter depending on my service situation, but I won't be active on YouTube. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, it is at TyStorm101. You guys can check me out there. I'm usually more active on here than on YouTube. Yeah, this tournament warning expires in 5 minutes. So you guys do have any more questions before I end the stream? Oh, come on. There's a new tournament warning. You gotta be serious. Ah, man. Well, it is for good reason. Uh, I'm heading off. You're doing good work. Gave you a like and follow. Good work, sir. Thank you, Red Eagle. Whiskey. Hopefully you have a good rest of the day. So we got circulation here. One may try to pop up there. We'll see. Up there. So we only got 2 tornado warnings. For this one here, it doesn't really have a circulation on it anymore. Well, and it still does. It's pretty small, but it isn't as bad of what it was earlier. It looks like the circulation by Bridgeman is dying off. So we're kind of down to 1 circulation. We're at 2. Still got the one up in Michigan, which is tornado warned. And it looks like we only got 1 circulation down in Illinois, which looks to be becoming less impressive or anything like that. The next video I'll make will be about the tropics and something's interesting popping up in the tropics, which I know some of you guys probably know already about the tropical system down in the main development region. Well, the National Hurricane has highlighted an area of disorganized showers of storms closer to the United States, which I haven't really looked into it yet. I actually caught off guard to about everybody today. Uh, haven't really had a chance to look into it yet, but that'll probably be the video tomorrow. Is about tropics. And tomorrow's Sunday. You got Monday and you got Tuesday, and I'm off for almost a week from there. Uh, so we still got the tornado warning by Plainfield, and then we got this one here, brand new one up in Michigan. Oh, I forgot to read. Expires at 47 minutes. So this is until 8:30 Eastern Time. So this is for Livingston County. Until 8:30. Radar indicator rotation. It looks like the rotation maybe started to dissipate. And then we got this one here to watch up here. I want to take a screenshot real quick. Post this on Twitter. Talk about these town names like I mentioned earlier. They are freaking everywhere. What the heck, man? Like Conway Township, Tyrone Township, Handy Township, Let's Go Township. If anyone that lives in this area, can you tell me guys? Can you tell me why you guys like almost half of the names in this area here at the end? Like at the end of every first word, there's something like township. Like I have no idea, but this is blowing my mind. And this is not even all of them, bruh. There's like, oh my gosh, they are everywhere, man. This is insane. This is crazy. There we go. Got what I need there. So you guys have any questions before I end the stream? Since things are pretty much calmed down now at this point. So we got this pretty good bowling segment here. Close to severe winds there. Pretty much nothing else here to look into. Look into Illinois real quick. See if there's anything here. Doesn't look like it. So guys, I'm going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you guys like the live stream, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. If you have questions about this, watching this as a video, you can put in the comment section down below. I'll answer you guys' questions. And I'll see you guys